Alexa, like.
You can, yeah,
Or brother.
I just.
we'll get the meeting started. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address this board on a topic that is not on the agenda this evening? Okay, with that, will you please rise and join with me in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic
for which stands one nation under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, can you take the roll?
All right, Supervisor Rechteschel,
Here.
Counselors Alex,
Here.
Chiarenza,
Here.
Gupta. Here. Fleethood. Here. Mannion
Here.
and Stevenson. Here.
Okay, we are a couple of minutes before 6:05. So before we do the public hearing, I'm going to move down to our first regular agenda item, and that is our Challenger Carrier Park use resolution. You all have in front of you a resolution of the DeWitt Town Board stating about the value that Challenger Baseball has brought to the community and to Carrier Park, and how the town would like to recognize that by declaring the Carrier Park as the home field for Challenger, including the regular use without fee for its programming. And memorializing that as a resolution of the town board. Oh yeah, and we've incorporated a couple of changes and speaking to priority scheduling for their events, but and also coordination between the town, annual coordination between the town and our third-party manager for scheduling purposes each year to make sure that Challenger is included. Do I have any questions on the resolution?
I don't have a question. I just wanted to sort of a question. So the one thing which you added was this one, right? That there will be annual.
What I added is just that we commit to meeting with Challenger and with our management.
Which is great
each
actually,
year.
because a lot of times, so the third party does not just go and then do their own things.
Exactly.
So it really does good. So I like that. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Don, did you want to make any comments?
Just briefly, and I've never been accused of
Exactly.
members of the town board before you to vote on the resolution. I just wanted to come in here and collectively, on behalf of all the families, the players, children, friends, sponsors, volunteers of Syracuse Challenger Baseball, to thank all of you for your incredible commitment to faith, to family, to friends, and to this community. Because that is exactly what you are doing, not only by adopting this resolution, which memorializes an incredible 16-year relationship that the town board has had with Syracuse Challenger Baseball to make the impossible possible. A magnificent, all-inclusive, fully accessible, multi-sport, Carrier Park, super field of dreams, where every child of every age, of every ability, and of every background will be able to play and recreate together and become the best version of themselves. Let me just say this. People of faith, Reverend Alex, probably knows this one too. Be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire. We have exactly done this together. This is a monumental day. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of you this Saturday on May 16th for a watershed event that's going to benefit generations to come here in the town of DeWitt, here in central New York, for the entire state of New York and Northeast. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dom, and thank you for all of your hard work over the years in making this park a reality.
The weather's going to be gorgeous.
It's supposed to be like 70 degrees again on Saturday. Yes, we're
70 degrees and sunny. We finally are going to get spring. Let's pick a better day to do it.
I know. Yeah. Knew what the weather was going to be months in advance. Okay, I take a motion. Oh, go ahead, Craig.
I just want to thank you for your kind words. I think we're the only two left. But we started this in 2010 and it's just been your perseverance and your drive have been so important that it's really just a great 50-50 win for everybody. That you get a home, we get just a great park for the town of DeWitt, and an economic development project that has just cleaned up that area, and we've probably seen 7 or 8 new businesses between hotels and gas stations. And I think a lot of it has to do with your perseverance of getting this first-class park put together along with the town. And it's been a great ride. And for anybody who happens to be watching, it's Saturday at 1 p.m., right?
Yeah.
We invite any of the residents, whether you're from the town or from the county or from the state, come on out and join us on Saturday at 1 p.m. It's going to be a spectacular event. We've got some star power showing up. But again, thank you, Dominic. Your kind words are always welcome, even if sometimes they're not as brief as.
Let me add one thing, and I know I've addressed the board with this before, but I searched for 4 years to find land and a community partner for this Challenger Field of Dreams concept that I had in my head. And I walked in to Ed Michaelenko's office one day in 2010. And it was after a DeWitt LDC meeting, all things. And I started lamenting to Ed about my frustration over not being able to find what I wanted to do for Challenger baseball and for the community with this Field of Dreams. And he just sat back in his chair with that big smile of his, and he looked at me and he said, "Dominic, let's bring that Field of Dreams to DeWitt." And so we have.
It's a special place and we're glad to have it into it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else from the board? Yes, Bernard.
I think I've shared this before, but it is worth repeating. The years that I've served on the Town of DeWitt board, we've really done some stellar work together, some challenging times together, and advancing the Town of DeWitt. But this one, for me, I really took it personally. My oldest brother, my only brother, who's now deceased, was born in Florida, in Jacksonville, Florida, at the Brewster Hospital for Colored People. And because of, let's just say, some inadequate medical care, he was born with oxygen deprivation, but his heart, he got that from my father, was baseball. He loved baseball. And I just have taken it personally to say, you know what, Ronald, this one is for you. Because he's probably up there just running around playing baseball. Him and my father. So thank you. Because when I go and see all of those young people out there, because when my brother was going to ARC, at those times up at the State School Association for Retarded Citizens, they used to have to try and find a place just for them to even play kickball. So to know that this is a dedicated space and that we were able to help this come to a reality has a very special place for me. So I'm just honored to have been a part of the board that brought this forward. Those who pushed it, and for the rest of us that came along and just waved the flag, it's an honor. Thank you.
Anyone else? Do I have a motion to approve the resolution from Joe? Second from Carrie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is now after 6:05, so we will go back to our public hearing on the Wholesale Retail Club. Clerk, you're going to read the notice?
Yep. Notice is hereby given pursuant to the provisions of section 20, subdivision 5 of the Municipal Home Rule Law of the State of New York. A public hearing will be held by the Town Board of the Town of DeWitt in the County of Onondaga, State of New York on Monday, May 11th, 2026, 6:05 p.m. in the town offices, DeWitt, New York, on the question of adopting a local law to amend DeWitt Town Zoning Code Chapter 192, as has previously been amended to establish new definitions for the wholesale retail club, land use, and related gas pump accessory land use in section 192-14. Apply such definition land uses to the business zoning district, high-tech zoning district, and industrial zoning district as set forth in the proposed local law. Establish a new section 192-87.1, setting forth rules and regulations for the gas pumps accessory land use entitled accessory gas pumps. A copy of said proposed local law is on file at the DeWitt Town Clerk's Office, 5400 Butternut Drive, and may be examined by any interested person during regular business hours prior to the date of the hearing. This was published in the Post Standard on April 20, 2026.
Okay. Is there anyone here that would like to comment on the proposed local law? Okay, any comments from the board? Just as a refresher, this law will add two definitions to our code, one for wholesale retail club, which is defined as a single freestanding retail store that exceeds 150,000 square feet in gross floor area and operates exclusively on a paid membership basis. Also added is gas pumps accessory use, which is only to be used in our code when it's accessory to wholesale retail club. And then there's some definitions there about how that can be used. Both of these wholesale retail club is added to our business district, our high tech, our industrial, and accessory gas pumps are included as the same in all, as a specific use permit in all of those. Okay, we've been going through a number of our uses we've been adding over the past few months: grocery store, wholesale retail. We have a shopping center, restaurant in a shopping center that we've been talking about recently, just kind of updating our code. So
More to come.
maybe more to come. Yes. Okay. One more time. Any comments? Questions? Any from the board?
This is exciting time for Town of DeWitt.
I will look forward to seeing somebody use the code. Okay. With that, seeing no comments, I will close the public hearing. And I will ask for a motion to approve the law. Motion from Joe, a second from Indu. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
I abstain, Mitch.
One abstention. Okay. I'm going to hold on number 3. Our comptroller should be here in a little bit. She's coming from a lacrosse game, so I will wait till she's here and can talk about that. And so then the next one is authorization for 2026 budget adjustment for planning and zoning. Director Cantrell.
Hello, everyone.
Good evening.
Here to ask for a small $2,000 budget adjustment for planning and zoning from our revenue building permit account into code enforcement. We had budgeted 2,000 for the year, but we weren't aware that when the state updated their uniform codes in January, we had an active subscription for the codes, but we didn't realize we would have to repurchase the new codes at that time. And it wouldn't just be, accessible through our current subscription. And that was almost $1,800. So we kind of burned through our whole budget for code enforcement in January. Now we know, so we'll be ready next time. The codes are going to be updated so we can budget accordingly. But this money will be used to get clothing for our code enforcement officer who doesn't have any how-to-do-it shirts or jackets yet, and boots for our existing code officers, and anything else that comes up during the year, tools or anything like that.
You're gonna take it out of building permits.
Yeah, and we're ahead of budget schedule for this year. We already, at this point, have met over half of our budgeted amount. I think we budgeted $1 million in revenue, and we're already at $580,000 as of May 6th. So we should exceed that budget.
Sounds good. So, as long as we know where to pay.
Just to clarify, it's a small thing. It's a good thing to go for it. So how does the subscription work? So subscription doesn't cover that?
It gives us digital access to the state codes. So basically it prorated what we already had left in our account. And now our subscription goes out to 2029 and was going to expire next year.
Mhm.
But I guess when they push out new codes, you have to up your subscription, which we weren't aware of since none of us were here the last time the code. So now we understand how it works.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, this is a New York State mandated cost. Yes.
You need to get it, you have to have electronic codes.
Yeah, and I mean, soon when we're gonna be moving to everyone having like a tablet in the field, they'll be able to access the codes right in the field. The books are, it's just
Mhm.
much easier to do it digitally.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And you have to pay for the books too. Nothing's free.
Are there any other questions from the board? Okay, do I have a motion to approve the budget adjustment from Indu, a second from Sarah? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
The next item that we have on here is schedule public hearing for the data center moratorium. You have all probably read in the news, the town of Lysander recently imposed a 6-month moratorium on data centers. New York State currently, the state legislature has a bill in front of them, proposed bill for a 3-year moratorium and study. And so we are proposing a little over 1 year, 1.5 year moratorium to tie to the end of December 2027. A moratorium on the development of data centers so that we can see how New York State is going to choose to regulate them, and we can better understand what is going on with both the electricity usage and specifically like the sound and the impacts to neighbors that we're hearing about a lot of things going on out of Lysander. So
Draft, almost prepared, and I'll send it to the board sometime this week or next week, but well before we have a public hearing on it. But I want to make some last minute changes just to make sure that's what it needs to be.
What are you modeling it after?
I am modeling it mostly after the state Senate bill. So I take a lot of the data that they use in the state Senate bill and our other moratoriums that we've done. So I'll take a lot of the procedures that we'll do for moratoriums and put them right in here, but still working on, I'm no data center expert, so I want to make sure that we have all the science, the facts are right. get accused of lying in my local laws here, so.
Yes.
So, no, I think it's a great idea. So a couple of questions is, so state's bill is for 3 years proposal,
Correct.
For your-
and then you're doing for next till 27.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know whether we need to extend it further because data centers are creating problems.
So within here, where there is the option for 2 additional
Yes.
1 year. And obviously, if the state does something, it supersedes our own
Right.
moratorium. Yeah.
So the second thing is when I was reading it, I have to read it again, what you sent it, is, you know, a lot of problem is coming, the sucking up electricity is because our grid is also. And that's what we are seeing. We talked about this, our electric bill are going up because the state is trying to upgrade it. Is there any reason to add some of the language there to say that because whereas it's going to burden or I don't know what the word is, like it's going to overextend the New York State grid or our local grid that can impact their
Yes.
things because infrastructure, these data center, any one of them, they're not paying for anything. They just come and sneak, whether it's the water, whether it's electricity, they're just going under the radar because developers are selling them. Now people are more aware, that's why there's so much outcry.
Have some language in there.
There is language in here related to that, but
Water consumption, I have. that,
Yeah, so you have the
we
water
care a lot about
consumption.
our water, of course, and
Yeah,
I
but
can
then
add some
also
similar
electric one,
language.
yeah, if you can add that one, because there's something, it's going to really create, because if there is more heat during the summertime, more winter times, then grid cannot, and we'll have blackouts.
It's
because
like
of
you're-
these.
It's like you're reading my mouth. And I will add some stuff. and I'll
Okay,
take the
great.
language out.
Okay, thank you so much, I appreciate it.
How will we, Matt, perhaps you, or Max, excuse me, could the continuity of information to us as this investigatory process with New York State on these data centers? How would we link in to get real-time updates as they are provided?
So pass it. I don't know what the schedule is for actually approval of the bill.
yeah. Is,
Later this year, we'll know when the governor signs it, if it's gonna be in effect, but the bill for the state senate, it's gonna put a stop on state and local permits, so it's gonna be for everybody. Then we're just playing catch up just to make sure that we also have that air code, but I would follow the lead of the state to make sure that whatever guidance they have, we wanna know what that is before we have a local law about data centers, so. That's how I'm justifying a longer term, you know, typically it would be for a year max, you'd have a moratorium. Beyond that gets a little sticky. But for something like this, it's, I would call it a special situation. And when the state's proposing a 3-year, 90-day moratorium on something, that's a serious issue. So I think for us, it's also a serious issue. And we can tie it to what the state's doing. And if they act, we can act sooner than what we have. But we don't want to be put in a position where we have to do something and we don't even know what the state is doing yet. So.
At least it will prevent bunch of people to come and start sneaking around, right? That's the, and state will take a little bit longer because it's still in Senate. I don't know whether it's assembly that has to go there. Then the governor has to sign, then you know how the lobbying works. And also,
There's no
we can
guarantee.
see that, exactly.
We want to have our own words.
We
and
want
our
to be
code.
proactive, so thank you. I think that's a great thing to do. So appreciate it.
Can we look to include potential language that's supported in the best legislation regarding protecting wetlands or identifying wetlands and not allowing them to draw water from the wetlands? Or we put something in there for best, do you recall?
I don't recall, but I can look into that.
Protecting,
Talk to my wetlands expert a lot. Out there, I'll put something.
Did like a setback from wetland.
yeah, something along that, just, I'd like it to be a little more comprehensive so they can't utilize wetlands for their water usage consumption.
I know exactly where to add that, Sarah.
Thank you.
and specifically, Bernard, to your question as well, I will check out that the Senate bill, if it speaks to a state agency taking a lead on this and between the planning and zoning and the supervisor's office, we'll make sure that we connect with whatever state agency is taking the lead on it so that we're working hand in hand with them and up to date on what they're doing so that we can bring that back to the board.
Isn't May co-sponsoring this? And I know Anna Kellis over in Ithaca this might be her bill. I'm not sure. She's assembly, but she's big on this too. It might be worth it as this gets closer and if it's really mucky to have them come in and.
There's an associated assembly bill too.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is.
Yeah, to have them come in and help us understand because they're very keen on this.
Absolutely.
Any of our neighboring towns are doing.
Lysander.
Well,
Lysander got kind of pushed.
so Lysander, yeah, was the one that has an active
Right.
application that they're trying to deal with. I have,
All those, you know,
One other
who
town
has a
that was
larger,
But I heard, but I would bet we're not gonna be the only town.
I know, wherever there is a more land, that's what.
I think Lysander's the only moratorium right now. Clay was asking about it.
Maybe they were the ones that were going.
Thousands, tens of
No,
thousands.
I think, I thought there was one other town that maybe was in the process or just.
I feel like it might have been Clay.
It might have been
I
Clay,
think-
yeah.
okay.
I have spoken to the supervisors in Cicero and Salina, and this topic didn't come up, so I don't think that they're addressing it right now, but they may have in the last, I know the Cicero supervisor was on a pre-scheduled vacation, so when he might be dealing with it now that he's back. So I have a feeling this is going to move quickly through some of the other towns. Yeah.
I mean, it's such an unknown, these data centers, it's new technology, and anything you read, other communities that have them aren't crazy about having them. And
Yeah, there was a.
between the noise and the emissions.
And no
Yeah,
job.
there was a Virginia one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Virginia one, it just had made the whole land dry. It just sucked the life out of it. It's just so crazy.
I think we're better off getting ahead of it because maybe the
Yeah.
state doesn't pass theirs. and
Yeah.
We have one.
Yeah.
Agreed. I think, yeah.
That we can study, we can analyze it. I mean, we're such a dense town that I don't know where you could locate one even within the town because there's so much residential surrounding all our commercial.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good study, but it's great that we're getting ahead of it.
And I think this is one area where everybody will be on board. This is because nobody, I mean, this is taking natural resources from the community at the expense of what? For these multi-million, billion-dollar multinational companies who want to be in the kind of race against each other?
Well, the way they've done it across the country is they come in and they pay the schools and the towns
Yeah,
huge taxes. That's the way, that's how they got it passed in the past 4 or 5 years. They've been coming in dumping a lot of money on municipalities.
but then they take more out of that, right?
Absolutely.
That's
It's
what
not,
it is.
yeah. And I don't think a lot of these towns realize it, but they're
Yeah.
basically selling their soul. So,
Yeah.
Even very contiguous to residential areas.
yeah.
Well, thank you for this.
I will have a draft.
We're all on board.
Hopefully the next week or so.
Any other comments from the board? Any comments from the audience? Okay, my proposal is that we schedule a public hearing for our first meeting in June 8th at 6:05. That will give us time to do the notices and send it to county planning as we need to, so.
Second. We talk about that.
We didn't talk about the dates, but we can make it tomorrow.
No, it's just.
No, it's just our first meeting and,
Adding up a public meeting.
yeah, it's just setting the public hearing at 6:05.
Yeah, we can't send it until the text is done. To county,
Text.
we need the text, yeah.
Okay.
Is that
Oh,
going to?
You don't know, the deadline, do you have the calendar in front of you? I had the calendar, I checked it. I think there's a. We can still have a public hearing. We can just wait to, if we haven't heard back from county planning, we can pass it on another evening.
If the
And-
next
and move
meeting
it to the
is June
next
2nd,
meeting.
When's the deadline for June 2nd?
I have a feeling we're gonna need
I'm trying to follow it up.
for this one as we get closer.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll put it up.
yeah.
For Jason can put it in that we're proposing a data center moratorium.
Maybe that's
Open and
front
vote on
page
the
news,
22nd.
Jason.
Jason,
We know you have no.
do it
control
town
over it.
board.
So
Poor Jason.
June 3rd, the deadline's May 22nd.
Yeah, so you got a week.
Plenty of time allowed.
Yeah.
That's like
We'll
a
get
year
it.
for me these days.
Okay. Do I have a motion to set a public hearing for June 8th at 6:05? Motion from Sarah, second from Indu. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, next thing, we'll just stick with planning and zoning. We have 104 Jamesville Road. We've had a request for a letter of support for OCHIP funding. And where's my Giovanni LaFace? Yeah, you want to come up and kind of tell us about your project and what you're asking for?
So I'm converting 104, it's right now it's a commercial building, converted into residential. It was approved by the planning board earlier this year, and I'm looking for help from OCHIP. It's a grant program, $5,000 in it, and they're looking for a letter of support from you guys.
And this is, so there is it's a reuse of a building. It's a current
Yeah.
commercial office building.
Yeah.
Right, having our own self.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, so this is in our business transitional district, right? And so extending the residential, there's another apartment building right next to it.
Yeah.
So this is just extending residential apartments.
It's only 6.
Six.
Yeah.
Redoing.
Yeah, repurposing the building.
Yeah, so
Kind of place these in terms of at market rate, below market rate, above.
At market rate.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a need.
What is it right now there?
It's a commercial space.
Oh, so you would just rent it?
Right now, yeah, right now it's fairly vacant. I think there's a psychiatrist and the manager of Carvel has a space on first floor.
but this is, I did investigate the OCHIP program. It does fit within the OCHIP parameters of especially reuse of a building. We have not provided any letters of support for this in the past. So this would be something new for the town.
Is this the same legislation that one of the developers wanted to use off of Woodchuck Hill?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
What is it?
Township.
Yeah, what
It's,
does it stand for? Let's start there.
Oh, got me there. Onondaga County, maybe.
Onondaga County Housing.
Yeah.
So I think state,
That
it's a
was
state
the
pass through comes to the county and then.
I believe there is, state funding to money, and then this is.
And up to 5,000 to longer.
Think you
depending
should
on
buy
how-
the top building.
Up to $5,000.
More residential.
Little mixed use.
So the county said that you need a letter of support?
Yeah, I talked to them. They were on board. They just-
It is a requirement of the program to have a letter of support from the town.
We've never done one.
So
We've only been asked once and we haven't.
Yeah.
This will be our second.
if there is state money connected to this, is there any consideration for one apartment, any apartment to be, below market value?
So that's a good question. We recently approved a tax rebate program for mixed use housing, a tax credit, not rebate, but a tax credit. And the town tied an affordable housing component to it. If this was in that program, it would require, I believe, one of the apartments to be affordable, which was, there's a calculation for that.
30% of the median for whatever the area.
80%, I think.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah. We can find the details out for that, but if the board wished, would you be able to?
Into that, yeah. So that-
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, if we could, we can talk and see if we can get you the details on that and see if you would be able to make those economics work and then kind of tie it to that.
It is some tax incentive.
Well, this is a grant program.
Yeah.
There's no, but it,
Carrying over.
yeah, we're trying to tie, public funds to a commitment to some level of affordable housing.
So when this apartment, so there is commercial building which is vacant, and you have a neighborhood there. I don't know, but plan, the zoning point of view, is there anything?
It's business transitional, which an apartment building would be an acceptable use.
It's already gone through planning, so correct.
It was approved.
It's already been approved by planning and zoning. Yeah.
Okay, you just said it, sorry. yeah.
So it's approved.
Yep, it's approved.
Yes.
Yes.
Got conversations about.
He just wants some letter.
OCHIP only, yeah.
Wants a letter from the board. That's exactly right. Okay.
I'd be willing to support the letter if you will give a serious consideration to trying to match the current legislation that we have regarding the tax incentive. I realize it's a separate legislation, but we do need housing here into it. So at market sounds great. Being able to add one unit that is below market, if your economics work out, would be wonderful.
I could definitely do that.
Thank you.
Do I have any other
You have a draft,
questions
you have a draft letter from OCHIP that they give
Isn't
you.
that what I
They
said?
didn't give me a draft letter, no.
from,
All right.
from
Yeah, I
Sarah?
would support
I think
that.
Sarah agreed with
Well,
you.
Right, not right enough, so.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't say that.
It's real simple, right?
Yeah, so.
That was what I said. No, that's what I said.
I think they all support it.
Okay,
Someone's got your contact information.
Yeah, Eric and.
Angela, you got?
Yeah.
Just your contact info.
Yeah, Eric has it.
Eric's got it?
Yeah,
Okay,
Eric has
perfect.
it.
okay. Are there any other questions or comments from the board?
So you would write a draft and then come back and ask us again, or we're gonna.
I'll write a
say-
draft, I'll send it to the board, I'll say, here's my draft, you guys can give me a thumbs up, I'll send it. to Mr. Lopez soon.
Okay.
You need it right away, right?
It sounds good.
You can approve the
What's
letter
the
of support pending my.
Yeah, well,
My draft.
so the motion will be to approve the letter of support pending
Language.
legal. Yeah.
It's gonna be very short and sweet, guys.
Right.
It's a nice improvement to an old building that has just sat there for decades.
Yeah.
Much needed, much needed.
We should have done it 20 years ago.
Where will the parking?
Oh, there's plenty.
Plenty of parking.
Yeah, a lot of parking.
The site plan's on.
Dark horse.
Is he a little, such a committee?
They've got their own.
Is it behind the other apartment building or?
It's behind the car wash, that's the street. right?
Yeah.
Marius,
Residence park.
You wouldn't even
The
notice.
building itself is pretty short. There's a whole bunch of parking right behind it.
Oh.
To the west.
Yeah, there's
To the
actually,
west, the building's on the east side, yeah.
yeah, this is actually very well parked for for an apartment building.
Oh my God,
Yes.
you
The
need to go
building's
there.
up near the
Yeah,
road.
I know, I didn't
Near
know
the front of the place.
And the car course, you walk up the car
Right, the planning board didn't make it.
Ever. Ever.
They did in the front. Yeah, it's getting rid of some of the asphalt in front for some grass, right?
But they have a parking lot.
Yeah.
Maryland South
Oh,
has,
back here to
Maryland South probably has 12 parking spots in the back and then his parking lot is next.
The dark horse.
Wait.
Yeah.
Marius, I will have to-
Okay,
You're talking about-
okay, so we're gonna have a motion to approve a letter with language of Bernard's suggestion on affordable, seriously considering an affordable housing component to it. Okay, do I have a motion for that? Bernard, and a second from Joe. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Thank you so much.
Yep, we'll get that. we'll-
Thanks, guys. You can swing it.
Okay, our controller is here. So let's go back to the 710 pressure zone water project ban. You all got the email on this one. I believe the rate that came back from Solvay Bank is 3.7% for the $5 million ban. We have, as we stated before, the $5.7 million grant from the governor for this project, but it, as with most state grants, it's a reimbursable grant. We do not have enough money in the fund balance for water to cover the whole project. So for cash flow purposes, we need the ban to pay off our bills so that we can get reimbursed. Carrie is already on top of this grant. It's moving quickly. We're hoping to get reimbursed as soon as we can, but you never know with the state. It could take 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. We're hoping we'll do everything in our power at the town to have the state submittals in as soon as we are getting the bills from the contractors. The contractors are already having pre-construction meetings. My expectation is that by the end of this month, we will start getting bills from them for ordering supplies. Because May 18th is the first day that they can start construction on the Lemoyne campus. As we get reimbursed from New York State, we will immediately take that money and send it to Solvay Bank to repay the ban. The 3.7% is only on what we have not paid off. And they start lowering that amount as soon as we pay it off. So the maximum interest that we would pay on this would be $185,000 if we did not pay anything back over the course of a year. We expect to be paying significant portions of that back before that time. So the interest cost should actually be much less than that. And that will be borne as a part of the project from the water fund.
Can you restate for the record, please? What is the amount we're looking to ban?
5 million.
5 million, okay.
We do have, is it 1.6 million in the fund balance for water? So we have 1.6 million in the fund balance for water. We're already accounting for about 700,000 of that between the 5.7 million project and the 5 million we're banning. So
Okay, great. Thanks, Carrie. You've gotten us together very
Perfect, helping.
are there any other questions from the board on this?
It's great, actually. The main thing with the grants, even though we got this here, it takes forever. It takes a longer time. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I know, we talked about it. So it's nice. Thank you.
Okay. All right, do I have a motion to approve from Sarah, a second from Bernard? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much.
Great job. too.
Okay, we have the town board minutes. Let's start with the regular meeting on April 27th. Are there any corrections? If not, can I have a motion to approve? From Carrie, a second from Joe. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Then the minutes from our special meeting on April 30th. Are there any corrections? Motion to approve from Carrie, second from Joe. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Town clerk update.
All right. I just am submitting it. If you guys have any questions about my monthly report or anything you'd like to see added to it, let me know. And also I included my NISBA report from my annual conference that I went to in Albany.
Are there any questions for Angela on either of her reports?
Really encouraging report. It is a great job, clean, concise. And you're doing a nice job with your funds.
I'm gonna make sure I give your reports to all the department heads so that they can know what a good report is.
Yeah. They might not like me after that.
Thank you for sending it out early. That was,
Yes, thank you.
I have a template shared by everyone.
Okay, next thing on our agenda is the check registers. Are there any questions for the comptroller on the check registers?
There's some clarification. I didn't know what they were. I don't know, Carrie, forgot to send you that. Constellation, and it says something in the neighborhoods, it's like Plane Tree Drive, Cedar Bay, Coronation. They're small payments. What are they for? I just didn't know.
That's the energy.
Solar. Solar.
Oh, that's solar. So
They're supposed to
Haven?
go away now that we've signed a contract
Okay.
and they're stragglers, some of the accounts. but it's the gas and electric utilities for.
Yeah.
Brock, you might have to help me, but I don't know what's up at Flame Tree. Is that water,
Sewer.
sewer?
Those charges should go away though now that we've resigned.
They're just like the pump stations that are around town. But the ones that you just named are.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other comments or questions? Okay, I'll take a motion to accept the check registers. From Patricia, second. From Carrie. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay, town board updates. I just wanted to share from, I'm gonna steal Rocco's thunder here, from the highway department. Earth Day, another successful Earth Day cleanup. As a town, we picked up 195 tires, 3 mattresses, and 18 total tons of garbage were taken to Okra from our volunteers around, picked up by our volunteers and then picked up by our highway department and taken down. So another successful year. And I want to thank Dak and Dennis Payne and Eric for all the work that they do organizing that every year. Any other town board updates?
Enterprise Parkway is beautiful. What company repaved that?
Seneca Stone,
They did a great
Apex
job.
is working on striping it
I
today.
know, I said hi to Matt and he looked at me like, yeah, it's looking really nice.
Yeah, it's looking very nice.
Okay, great. Yes, Bernard.
There was some media with the school board challenges and serving as liaison. I guess some people really didn't pay attention and they called me. Community persons did, regarding the athletic department's issues. I just guided the community persons that did call to go to the school board meeting which is today. But I did have some conversation with the superintendent and some others, so they were able to bring resolution to that. And hopefully they will, that things will just cool it. But yeah, so, but it was a very tense week for some parents, a lot of parents. And just guided them to have conversation with the district and go to, so it worked out well.
Thank you, Bernard.
Oh, I do have a question. I don't know if anybody's seen, we have a adolescent scooter brigade. They're like young kids that can't drive yet. They ride their electric scooters around town. I know, and a lot of parents have been calling because they go Erie Boulevard and then they're going on Route 5. And I know that we don't have any control over it, but do we have a time schedule for when DOT's gonna come back and restripe the 481 interchange? Because it's hazardous for little kids that, I don't know, teenagers that are going there, and there aren't really, the crosswalks are dangerous in and of themselves, but the paint job is awful. Do we have any?
Reach out and try to find out.
Okay, that's the best we can do.
I mean, they control everything.
I know.
They can ask.
Okay.
Rocco, I have a contact, a number, I'll get into it.
It's Mario Kart.
Yeah.
All the striping is completely faded over there. They did it so late in the year. It's all pretty much faded right now.
Yes.
I don't know. These kids are not only making their life problematic, but the people who are kind of, because they go different places. We don't have any laws about it. That happens in a lot of cities. Ours is not that, you look in New York City or different places. Is there anything as a town we can do?
Or
Or, I don't know, if I'm talking about regulation or education point of view, that that seems a little too dangerous. Erie Boulevard is not a place where they should be running cars.
Well, I think they're in the median on the
But
bike
then-
path and on the sidewalks.
But then the median, that's bike path.
Yeah,
So they are coming there, people walk also, they just go. And a lot of time, these things, these scooters actually can create very bad accidents for people. So I don't think it's very slippery slope, that's the problem. And how
I
do we
did
do
not
that?
mean to cause this conversation.
No, well, and it does play into, I have had again, some comments, complaining about the rented, scooters and bikes that just the VOs that get left. They do seem to be stopping more at the town line. Like
Less
this,
so around the street.
Worked with us.
yeah.
Where their like geoline was.
There's not as many around.
Farther.
Yeah, it hasn't been as big of an issue over the last.
I have noticed a bunch getting stuck right before Drumlins. I do notice there's a bunch that get stuck right there.
Midland and James are bloated.
Yeah, yeah, so,
Very
yeah. I don't know. That's a conversation I would say with the school districts. I think they have better access to the kids, and talking about an educational standpoint. Maybe that's something that the police can work through with the SROs, about some information on traffic safety with those.
New York state laws regarding like e-bikes and stuff. But there's been an ongoing conversation for many chiefs in the area about, enforcement and stuff, because we're not the only jurisdictions having problems with them, so.
Maybe we do a little blurb in the newsletter, which by the way, 3 people called me, they love that it's back.
Great.
Maybe we do like a scooter safety, if you want to ride your
Yeah.
scooter, and we do like
Hey.
basics, wear your helmet, make sure you make eye contact, et
I can
cetera.
do, there's a flyer I can get to Courtney that will actually, it lists the New York State vehicle and traffic.
Yeah.
Yes,
Put it right
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah, here we
Put it
go,
out there.
that'd be
What weekend
great.
you having on this pavilion?
Hmm?
What weekend you having on the pavilion?
So chief, that can be put at the website somewhere too,
The
right?
website, yeah, we can get it out, and then I can get with the SPOs and try to put it out.
See,
Yeah.
that worked out, dude, I was not trying to create problems. I was trying to
I would
prevent
do it
problems.
also, they're not allowed to scooter on my road, because my road's very dangerous, they find a way to get me.
Yeah.
I mean, prevention is the best way, right? So-
No, what- that's-
Go out of
that's-
control. That's
I-
trying to
I
prevent.
don't think we're looking to,
And
crack down and punish them. We would just want everybody to be safe. Yes.
Yes.
Done. Done for it.
Okay, do we have other town board updates? Okay, then I'll take a motion to move into executive session. From Indu, a second from Sarah. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. We are now in executive session. Wait for Angela to mute us.
Night, Jason.
Good night, Jason.
Jason.